What's up, guys? Welcome back. Firstly, I am going to apologise as the last upload for this Legend of Zelda playthrough has been a while, and I'm going to explain why in this episode. This was live commentated, and it was going to be a lovely walkthrough to the Forest Temple. Well, not lovely, it wasn't that great anyway, but something came up about 3 weeks ago or so. And it's hit me for six a little bit, I'll be honest. My girlfriend randomly decided, this is after 5.5 years, that she needed a break. And as you can imagine, that was quite a hard kick in the nuts. She asked me to... There's a fail there as well. Basically, she asked me to go down. She lives, at the moment she's in university, so she's living about 130 miles away. And she asked me to go down, number one, because I'd managed to get myself a few days off work, and it would be nice to go down and see her for a bit. And she needed her passport because she's going to Barcelona at the beginning of August with her friends for 4 days or so. So she needed a passport, so I picked up a passport from her parents' house and took it down there to her. This was on a Thursday night. I went down, and then by the next night she has decided that we need to be on a break because of some reasons. Now, a bit of advice here. Don't try and make it easy for yourself, because you're just going to beat yourself up over it in the end. Basically, I went along with it and said, yeah, okay, fair enough, you want the break, fair enough. I tried to make it as easy for me as possible for if she did want to get back together. However, by the next morning, she asked me to stay for so I went down on the Thursday. She told me on the Friday night, and I was meant to be coming back on the Monday. This was costing me a bit of money as well to go down there. But by the next morning, this was Saturday morning now, I was feeling proper shit about the whole thing. And I told her about how I was feeling and that we shouldn't break up. And then she started crying, and then I thought, fuck this, she can't expect me to stay after she's asked me to do what she's just asked me. So I got my ass out there. I spent even more money on another train to get home. So that was a very expensive weekend. One of the worst weekends of my life. And then I had to go camping. I didn't have to go, actually. It was with my friends, and they actually really helped to take my mind off it. And I realise now that that's because... and they were joking about the whole thing as well, joking about saying blah blah blah, breakups, blah blah blah. Haha, yes, it was all very funny. But it was actually quite funny because it helped keep my mind off it, keep my mind from thinking too much about the whole thing. Because I realise now that if you're talking to someone about a problem you've got, you're able to rationalise very easily with the other person, especially if they've maybe gone through the same sort of thing at some time. However, if you're on your own, you've got a million miles of headspace above you to be thinking in, and there is no way at all that you can rationalise with yourself, because all rationale goes out the fucking window. It says sayonara and you never see it again. Which is why the whole, I think it was 4 days of camping, was really good. We got drunk, went for lots of walks, biked a lot, lots of exercise, ate lots of food, which probably wasn't cooked properly because we're barbecuing. And whatever. Went fishing. I've never been fishing in my life, and we went fishing. We didn't catch anything because apparently the lake that we were at is one of the worst fishing spots in the whole of the UK, and we didn't know this before, but we do now, so that won't happen again. But basically, so they kept my mind off it for another 4 days. So we come home on the next Friday. So near enough a week has been now. I've not really talked to her. She needs some time, apparently. Whatever. Eventually, I lose my rag, and I need to know what's going on. So she tells me that it's nothing I've done. Now, that makes me feel worse, because I know that there is nothing that I can do. Oh, there's some little stealth climbing here to get past the Skulltula. Anyway. Because I know that there's nothing I can do about this now, because it's all in her head, it's all down to her. But I had to know, and basically her reasoning was that she'd never been on her own before. Now, to me, that sort of stands out as meaning she wants to play the what do they say when you want to play the field a bit, possibly. Now, after 5.5 years, it's like, don't get me. She wants to maybe meet other people, go out with them, possibly. And now I know what she's coming from because we've been together for so long, and life's going on or whatever. The logical next step for us is for her to finish university, and then we move in together somewhere. Now I understand where she's coming from. She's freaking out, basically. It seems about that whole thought of doing that, which is stupid. I don't know why she's doing it, but she is. So there you go. So all the problems are on her side, as far as, I mean, if it was you've put on a bit of weight, it's like, well, fine, whatever. I will quite happily lose weight for you. Then again, I've told her since then as well that if she wanted me to move in with her down there, I would sell my car, I would sell the Xbox, I would sell my bass guitar, and I would get the money. I would find a proper job down there. Don't get me wrong, I'd buy it all back, but the original funding, I would do whatever it takes, and apparently that's not enough either. So at the moment, I'm kind of in limbo with what to do, because, like I said, she goes to Barcelona on the, I don't know, around the 7th of August, and that means she's home for summer on the, I think it's the 11th of August. So it's about, this is Thursday the 28th today, so it's probably, it's exactly 3 weeks away, I think. 2 weeks away, sorry. So I don't know what's going to happen then, whether we're going to meet up and she's going to realise she's been stupid, or we're going to meet up and she's realised she's been right. Either way, she expects me to wait all that while, which I don't mind doing, but I don't know. I'm a bit stuck with what to do with it all at the moment, It's a bit. I mean, she just sprung it on me so quickly. I mean, we talk on the phone pretty regularly, and I've noticed that she's been a bit off with me, a little bit moody, a bit sharp with her comments. And I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe she's having a rough time, maybe she's missing me or whatever. Apparently not. Apparently she just found it too difficult to be nice to me because she was having these thoughts about breaking up. Well, I mean, all the reasons she seemed to give me altogether are sort of an amalgamation of problems. Another fail there. And it's like, I mean, what would other people do? What if you just spent money and you made an effort to move hours around at work and to go and, see your girlfriend, and then all of a sudden she comes out with some bullshit about needing a break? It's like, would you? Because I know how some of my friends feel about it. They feel I should just end it there before I get hurt more. Keep your dignity. End it on your terms. I don't really want to. I mean, it's 5.5 years, and I, kind of in love with her. So I really don't want to have to end it. So I guess I'm all right with waiting until she's home, and then we're seeing each other and talking it over more. Maybe starting anew, maybe getting to know each other again, taking it slow. Maybe that's what she wants. Maybe that's what I can offer, and maybe she'll take it. I don't know. So what really annoyed me as well is that she lives at the moment with she's living at the moment with two other girls that are the similar age, maybe a year younger, I think they are. I'm 22 and she's 18 months younger. So we got together when she was still 15 actually when we got together. So she's living with two single girls in a busy city. They're going out a lot. They can go off and they can talk to lads. They can go off and sleep with them and whatever, and have that whole new relationship thing whenever they like. My girlfriend obviously can't do that because she's in a relationship. I understand, maybe she's seeing like her two friends go through it. Maybe she's missing that feeling. Possibly, but that's a bit of a shit reason in all fairness. Because I mean, I don't feel that way. I mean, I've been in the same relationship. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't know what to do if I had to go out and find a new girl. Yeah, just round another one up. I wouldn't know what to do. Like, but maybe she wants to know what that feels like, and it's like, you want to go off and see other people. I mean, why? I mean, it's not like I treat her shit. I treat her really, really well. Treat her like she's fucking royalty, in all fairness. But apparently, that's not enough. So yeah. And what would other people do? I mean, obviously I've probably not gone through everything. If people want to ask what's, I used to be really good at giving this sort of relationship advice, and I stopped doing it because it was getting me into trouble. Not because it was bad advice, because, people don't... sometimes people don't appreciate the help. And I was the kind of guy to give it anyway. And at that point, I sort of had a devil-may-care sort of way of life. And I've gone with this whole sort of break thing. I'm holding up pretty well, in all fairness. I mean, I just got on. I mean, what else are you meant to do? I mean, I'm not going to sit in my room and just mope. I'm getting out, going out with my friends to the pub, learning more music on the guitar and bass. Just getting out any way that I can be out with my friends means I'm not thinking in my, like I said, the whole million miles of space thing to rationalize with yourself. If you can bounce comments off other people, then you're not thinking irrationally about everything. But yeah, so if anyone wants to know any more details, then and we can talk it over, and maybe other people have been through the same thing. Don't get me wrong, I've been knocked back before, and like I said, obviously that was like trying to get into relationships, and they're like, no. I'm like, alright, fair enough, whatever. Sometimes that hurt, but I say this is different. This is like deeper inside. This is more like a knife being... I feel a bit betrayed, I suppose. I don't hate her. She was really worried that I was going to hate her, and I don't hate her because I'm still madly in love with her. But I mean, as time goes on, and if she expects us to get back together, I hope she realizes now that it might not be so easy for me to just say yes, because obviously I've got running through my head now, what if she does it again? But also what I've got going through my head is, well, if she does it again, then it is completely over. I'd like to risk it, because I like to think that we've kind of got something. But we'll see. This isn't the whole Forest Temple. I think this is going to be in 3 parts. We're going to get the weapon in this part. I think we're coming up close to it, actually. And in the next part, we will almost get to the boss. And then in the 3rd part, we will do a short puzzle before the boss, do the boss, and then some bits and pieces to fill out the rest of the episode. So yeah, we're in the mini boss for this. Well, no, that's not really a mini boss because we've already faced these things. It's because we've got the bigger on sword and there's plenty of health around the room. I'm just gonna sort of slash like hell at them. There we go. 1 double slash. Oh no, there was 1 normal slash and a jumping slash, wasn't it? But yeah, these videos will be out again because I've not really felt like doing much commentaries, but I've just stuck in the mic now, and I feel that people deserve to have some stuff to watch because, I mean, they're subscribed to the channel, so I've got to, we've got to be putting stuff out there. We've got I know I've said this a while ago now, but we do have a nice Modern Warfare 2 live session between me and Andy, Black Sagris and One True Griff, ready to go up soon. Actually, I think it's all rendered and ready, but there's some really nice plays in that. So if you like your Modern Warfare 2, there's some nice plays in that game, in those gameplays. But we've just picked up the fairy bow. So yeah, subscribe, comment, like. I've noticed some of the videos are getting some nice views and some rates and stuff, so, and they're getting viewed more and more. So please, just a comment, anything, like if you liked it. Bit of life advice for people. So yeah, thanks for watching, and catch you next time. Bye bye.